Hi guys, welcome back to Eco Designs to Fit YouTube channel. In today's video, you are going to be learning how to take your accurate body measurement for a perfect fit. So we all know that if you don't know how to take your accurate body measurement, you are going to be having issues with fittings. So that's why it is very essential for you to know how to take your accurate body measurements. If you are coming here for the very first time, you are welcome. Please subscribe to join this beautiful family and also turn on your notification bells to get post notification once I upload a new video. Without further ado, let's just dive right into this tutorial. So we have two types of body measurements. So we have the vertical measurements and the horizontal measurements. What do I mean by vertical measurements and horizontal measurements? First of all, let me explain what a vertical measurement is. A vertical measurement is any measurement you are taking from the nape of your shoulder down to the length of your dress, okay? So any measurement from this particular point to the bust point, waist point, hip point, and then etc. That is what we call the vertical measurements. Now, what do I mean by horizontal measurements? All measurements across, okay, all your round measurements is what we call the horizontal measurements. Now, once you want to take a client's measurement, the first thing you should do is to get behind your client. That's why you can see that I turned this mannequin backward like this, okay? So get behind your client, and what you have to do is to place your tape on this her shoulder blade, this shoulder bone to the other shoulder bone, okay? And you are going to have to place your tape this way, and you take the shoulder measurement. Don't go like this, it is very wrong. So how you are going to take this measurement is this way. So for this mannequin, I have 12 inches. For myself, I have 15 inches, okay? So I'm going to turn it over like this, and we continue our measurements. Now, we are going to start taking our vertical measurements. What you are going to do is to place your tape at the nape of the shoulder, and the first thing you are going to take is the bust point, your shoulder to the bust point, okay? And your bust point is the fullest part of your chest, or where you have your nipple, okay? So this is the bust point, and you can see where I placed my tape. I didn't place my tape on this part of the shoulder. Make sure that your tape is placed at the highest part of your shoulder, okay? And for this mannequin, I have it to be 10 inches. Now, the next measurement you are going to be taking is the waist point. And you are going to have to place your tape the same place, and then you locate the waist point, okay? The easiest way to locate your waist point is to maybe tie a cord around the client's waist, and the smallest part of her waist is the waist point. Or the waist point, you can actually locate it 2 inches above the navel, okay? And for those of us that has big tummy, you can locate it by asking your client to tilt a little, okay? You can just ask her to bend a little, and that place that goes inside is the waist point, okay? Now from there, we are going to go over and we locate our hip point. Now place your tape on that particular point again, and then you take your tape. Make sure that your tape passes along the fullest part of your chest, and then you're going to take your tape down this way, and this is the hip point. Okay, so for this mannequin I have it to be 26 inches. It depends on the height of your clients. Some clients are average, medium, and very tall. Okay, so you can have a hip point of 25 inches, 26, 27, 28. It depends on the height of your clients. Okay, now once you are done with this, the next we are going to take now is the horizontal measurements. Okay, we are still going to come to that part of the measurements whereby you want it to be a gown or a skirt. We are still going to come over to that, but first off, let's just finish the basic bodies measurements. Okay, so we are going to have to measure the horizontal measurement right now, and the first thing you are going to take right here is the round chest. Okay, so you are going to have to place your tape like this, and then with your one finger in between your tape, can you see, you are going to have to measure her round upper chest. Okay, and let me turn this mannequin around so that you guys, I can show you something. When you are taking your round measurements, ensure that your tape is in a straight line, just like this. Okay, can you see? Don't go and place your tape like this and you are measuring the round measurements. So once you are done with that, the next measurement is going to be our round bust measurements. So place your tape around like this, and then following the fullest part of the chest, you are going to take her round bust measurement with your one finger placed in between the tape. Can you see? Okay, and then from here you are going to go over to the waist. Remember that I asked you to tie a cord or 2 inches above the navel. Okay, and you are going to measure the round waist just like this. Can you see? Now from here you are going to take your tape down to the fullest part of your bum, the fullest part of the client's bum. Okay, and you are going to take her round hip measurement just like this. And while you take this, make sure that the tape is able to go down like this. Can you see? Make sure that you are able to bring the tape down this way. So we are done with the horizontal measurements. Now I'm going to take you on how to take your measurement in case you want to draft out a bustier. Okay, in case you want to take the underbust measurements. Now this is where we have the underbust measurements. Can you see? And this goes when you are drafting a bustier. So this is how to take your underbust measurement. Can you see? Now what you are going to take next is our sleeve measurements. For the sleeve, we are going to have to start from the armhole. So to measure your armhole, you are going to have to take your tape around the armhole just like this, and then also place one finger in between. And this is how to take your round armhole measurements. Okay, from there you are going to come down to this part of the arm, the fullest part of your arm, and you are going to take the round biceps. Okay, so this part is called the biceps. Okay, from there, after taking the biceps this way, this is the way to take your biceps. You are going to go down to the elbow. Okay, and take your round elbow. Now from here, anything that's got to do with this part is called the 3/4 sleeve, you can as well measure it if you want your sleeve to be a 3/4 sleeve. Okay, now from here we are going to measure our wrist. This is where our wrist is, but for you to take this measurement to ensure that it's able to come out of the arm, what you are going to do is to take your measurement just like this and then bring it down to make sure that it goes off the hand. Okay, so from here we are going to take the horizontal measurement for our arm. So place your tape just like this, and wherever you want the length of your sleeve to be, that is where you are going to measure. If you want it around this area, you measure it. It's usually 8 inches. If you want it around the elbow, it's usually 12 to 13 inches. If you want it around the 3/4, it's usually 17 to 16, and if you want it around the wrist, it's usually 23 to 24 inches. Okay, so you guys, for instance, if you also want to measure your skirts and the length of your skirts, what you are going to do is to ask your client where she normally puts her skirts. But for some people, just like me, where I place my skirt is usually on my waist. Okay, not this waist, around these parts. Okay, your lower waist. So ask your client where she puts her skirt, and you are going to measure the skirt waist. Okay, and then I also ask her where she puts her skirt, and from that point you are going to measure her length of the skirt. Now if you also want this to be a gown, you are going to have to place your tape at the nape of your shoulder, and then make sure it passes through the fullest part of your chest, and then take your tape down to the length where you want the gown to fall. If it's on the knee, you measure it down to the knee, and then if it's to the floor length, you measure it down to the floor length. Okay, and then the next measurement you might consider is the round neck measurement. Okay, now to take your round neck measurements, you are not supposed to take your round neck measurement like this, except you are drafting a turtleneck. Now to take your round neck measurement, for your neck not to be choking, you have to bring it down to this part of the neck. Okay, the lower part of the neck, and you are going to have to take your round neck measurement. Okay, for this mannequin it is 14 inches. Okay, but for a normal woman we always use 16 inches and or thereabouts. I can't tell. All right, now another measurement you have to take, because our front upper bodies is not the same with the back, you have to take your back length. Okay, so I'm going to turn around and show you how to take your back length. Now let me explain why it is this way. You know, normally as a lady you have your breast at the front, so there is no way the body measurement of this your front is going to be the same with the back. So that's why you need to take your back measurements. Okay, and that would go for the vertical measurements. So what you are going to do is to place your tape at the nape of your shoulder, and then take it down to where you have the tiniest part of your waist. Okay, so for this mannequin I have it at 14 inches. So you can see that the front is 17 inches and the back is 14 inches. Okay, so you guys, that will be all for this tutorial. I hope with this you have been able to learn how to take your accurate body measurement. So you guys, that will be all for this tutorial. If you find this video helpful, please make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't done yet, and I'll see you in my next tutorial. Bye.